Run! The Beyhive is coming.
Melanin Pop. Melanin Pop. Melanin Pop.
Hey, it's your favorite lady, and I am back. I've only got one question for ya. What's poppin'? Now, you know I have the answer because I always do. So what's poppin' is all of the backlash that Trick Daddy is receiving for saying that Beyonce cannot sing. Ooh, he tried it. Honey, the bees are buzzing. Bzz. They are mad, and they are definitely putting him in his place. Now, if you do not know who Trick Daddy is, let Google be your best friend, but I will give you a bit of background before you go researching. Okay, so Trick Daddy was best known in the late 90s and early 2000s for rap. He made music that made you bounce. Okay, I can remember dancing to quite a few of his tunes, and it's definitely worth a look up. Okay, go check out his music. He's affiliated with quite a few labels, but he was best known for Slip and Slide Entertainment. Again, it's definitely worth checking out his music. I personally hope he puts out a new album. Ready to hear some more music from Trick Daddy. Now, what he did, I don't think he thought it was going to be public because it was by invite only. That conversation was for a select amount of people, and what happened was somebody released it to the public. This is why I always say, if you are going to say things amongst other people, make sure that you don't mind it getting out there, because there's always somebody in the room who might slip and say something, or say something on purpose, or they're just a shady individual. So they put it out there, and somebody wanted to stir up the fans. So they released the audio that was supposed to be private and by invite only to the public, and here we are. Now, I will say that what he said was done with malicious intent. You have a lot of bloggers and vloggers and news outlets that are saying that Beyonce's fans are going berserk over an opinion. All he did was give his opinion. Yes, he did do that, but he also did so with malicious intent. He didn't just say that Beyonce could not sing. What he said was she doesn't give back to music or nothing, and she can barely MF and sing herself, and that the only reason people really deal with her is because she has money. He also went on to diss Jay-Z. Okay, so it's not like he just gave an opinion. He did so maliciously. And a lot of us will sit there and go, well, people, they're entitled to have their opinions. But then when people have opinions about you, especially if they say so in a malicious manner, we all want to feel some type of way. So I know that her fans can be a bit much, but let's not pretend that all he did was give a pure, honest, innocent opinion. That is not what happened here. Still, I will agree that they're doing a bit much. Now, if you don't know, Trick Daddy does have a restaurant in Miami, Florida, and from what I hear, the food is delicious. And the next time I'm in Miami, I plan on checking it out. I want my plate, okay? Because I'm hearing good things about his restaurant. Well, the bees went a buzzing, and they were leaving negative reviews, okay, about Trick Daddy's restaurant. People were saying they were getting sick from his food. They said it was nasty and disgusting. People were saying it wasn't clean. The establishment is dirty. A lot of people were saying a lot of different things, saying that they saw roaches, you name it. Now, some platforms like Google was able to go through the reviews and remove a lot of the negative ones, okay? But the fans have vowed to keep at it. So you can also type in and find his restaurant and reviews that haven't been removed on other platforms. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I do think that this is a really hot mess. I don't think it needs to go as deep as it is right now. I do think the fans should just calm down a little bit. But you know what? Here's what I have to say to the people that are going in on the fans. You wish you had fans like that. Like, maybe you don't want fans to ruin people, but you wish you had people that would go that hard for you. And we know that Beyonce's fans are like that. Everybody knows Taylor Swift and Beyonce has some of the most loyal and fiercest fans ever. So if you're gonna say something about them, you need to stand on all 10 toes. Meaning, if you said it, then that's just what it is. Be firm about it. Don't come back and try to coochie pop and backpedal. Don't try to explain. You said what you said and just put it out there, okay? That's how you're going to have to be, because her fans, Beyonce's fans, are savage. And for me, what turned me off is that, after saying all of these things, Trick Daddy tried to explain himself, okay? He went on his Facebook page and made a video, and he's not being a total wimp or anything, but the fact that he's explaining himself, that's a bit of a turnoff. Look, be an alpha male. You said what you said. First of all, you went after a woman in the manner that you did. You didn't just say she can't sing. You went for the jugular, okay? You say she's not giving back to music, which is a complete fabrication. All he had to do was a little research, okay? I'm going to tell you what this reminds me of. There was a natural disaster in Texas, and Kevin Hart donated to the cause. And I don't know if he was trying to make himself look good or anything like that, but he got on his soapbox and he started calling out other celebrities and challenging them to give the money that he's given. He was like, I call out Master P, and I'm calling out Beyonce. And he started listing all these other celebrities. And it wasn't even Beyonce. It was a pastor who has a church in Texas. And the pastor was like, are you forgetting that this is Beyonce's hometown? Of course she's already gave. And she gave way more money than you. Okay, so it made Kevin Hart kind of look silly for calling her out and trying to challenge her to give when she already had. One of the things that you should know about Beyonce by now is she does not really get into public beefs. She does not toot her own horn. She's not one of those people that has to draw attention to herself when she's doing something. And it only took a bit of investigating to find out that Beyonce actually has given back to music. She gives to music charities and music foundations all the time. She's given to Save the Music Foundation, Music Cares Foundation, Music Rising Foundation, and not only foundations that have to do with music, she's also given to Love Our Children USA, Stand Up to Cancer, the Small Steps Project, the United Negro College Fund, United Way, Women's Fund for Scotland, and many more. So it's not that he just gave an opinion. He also told a lie. He can have an opinion, but in his malicious verbal attack of her, he also fabricated things that weren't true. You don't have to like Beyonce. I've never purchased a Beyonce album. All the music that I have that's hers was given to me. I've never purchased a ticket to her concert. I want to see her perform. I've seen her perform on YouTube. She seems like an excellent performer, but I've never took money out of my pocket and purchased anything that has to do with Beyonce. So I'm not this huge Beyonce fan, and I'm not upset that Trick Daddy has an opinion. I just feel like, number one, you don't have to be malicious, okay? You go after goons in that way that you went after Beyonce, using the profanity and all of that. You go after fellow goons that way. Number two, if you are going to come for her, then you don't have to fabricate and lie while you're doing so. Just say, I don't like her music. He said she doesn't write music as well. That too is a lie. I don't know if he means that she doesn't sit down and write piano music or something like that, but she has definitely written a lot of the songs that you hear her sing, or co-written those songs, okay? So it doesn't take a lot of investigation to find that out. I just wish that while he was given his opinion, he could have left out the maliciousness and the lies. But other than that, hey, we all have an opinion, and I don't think there's anything wrong with him having his. As for the fans, listen, they go hard. That's what it is. It is what it is. I'm not saying it's right, but we know that by now. So if you're going to go against someone with fans like that, be prepared. Be prepared to stand firm. That is all that I'm saying. In the meantime, I'm still, planning to hit the Miami area and check out Trick Daddy's restaurant. And I'd love if he would drop a new album. Just saying. Thank you so much if you've made it this far. I really appreciate it. I do. Go ahead and subscribe so you'll know every single time that I upload. I want to keep you in the know and have discussions with you. So make sure you keep it locked right here at Melanin Pop so I can keep you informed on what's poppin'.